Today I will teach you grammar for asking a favor in Japanese. If you implement this, it will make your Japanese sound really natural. However, if you use it incorrectly, you may end up sounding rude or offending someone. You will be using te form and ageru, kureru, and morau. If you didn't see my video on ageru, kureru, and morau, I recommend you to go and watch it, because it will be quite hard to understand this video without the grammar. Let's start with te ageru. If you say a verb in te form and add ageru at the end, it means that you are doing the favor of the te verb for someone. For example, 友達に英語を教えてあげた。友達に to a friend, 英語 English, 教えて教える is to teach, 教えて is in the form, あげた I did the favor of teaching it to him. If you wanted to be polite, you would say 友達に英語を教えてあげました just using mas. And also, you can remove the o when you are speaking casually and not formally, because when Japanese people speak, they don't always use particles like o or wa, they just remove it. So, 友達に英語を教えてあげた Another example, 妹の宿題を手伝ってあげた or 妹の宿題手伝ってあげた妹 little sister, 宿題 homework, 手伝ってあげた I did the favor of helping her with the homework. Now let's get to the root part. When you use ageru as doing a favor for someone, you don't want to be using it with people that are above you or authorities. For example, your teacher or your boss. When you say 先生に手伝ってあげた, you are saying I helped my teacher and I did a favor for him. But when you use ageru, you are implying that the teacher is at the same level as you. He is not your authority, or he is even below you, which is very rude and it can offend someone. When you say this to a teacher, for example, you are the last one in the classroom with him and he is carrying some books. When you say 先生手伝ってあげる, I will help you, it is kind of implying that I see you need help. And it's very rude, especially in Japan, where people honor status and being polite. By the way, if you want to teach a lot of more mistakes like this you could be making and learn Japanese even faster, check the first link in the description, which is my full Japanese course for beginners, where I teach a lot of more details. Let's go to te kureru. Te ageru is doing a favor for someone. Te kureru is someone doing a favor for you, and you are talking about the favor. It is a favor that came from the outside to you or closer to you. For example, 友達が自転車を直してくれた。友達 is friend, 自転車 is bike, 直す means to fix something, so 直してくれた did the favor of fixing the bike for me. If it would be 直してあげた, it would have to be for someone else, or maybe his friend that you don't know, or even for a complete stranger. But if it is くれる, he's doing the favor for you. If you wanted to be polite, again, instead of くれた, くれました. Another example, 先生が漢字を説明してくれた。先生が teacher 漢字を漢字説明してくれた。explained it to me and did a favor, and you are kind of being grateful by saying the くれる. If you would say 説明した. Alright, I was stupid, I didn't understand kanji, and teacher came to me and I had to listen to him, he explained it to me. When you say 説明してくれた, it is kind of implying that you are active and you are listening to him. Thank you, なるほど, and you appreciate that he helped you. Last example, 父が駅まで送ってくれた. My father drove me to station. Last piece of grammar is てもらう, and that is you receiving a favor. And it is basically the same as くれる, except you are saying it from your perspective instead of the friend's perspective. When you say friend がてくれる, you are saying friend did that for me. When you say friend に何々ってもらった。I received a favor from my friend. For example, if I take the sentence with fixing the bike, 友達が自転車を直してくれた。Friend fixed the bike for me. You will say 友達に自転車を直してもらった。I received a favor of my bike being fixed by my friend. It is quite popular to say it like this in Japan, although in English it sounds quite weird. You could also do the same for the teacher sentence. 先生に漢字を説明してもらった。説明してもらった。I had him to do 説明 explanation for me. Or 父にスマホを直してもらった。I had my father to fix the phone for me. And again, when using もらう, you can be rude as when using あげる. When you say it for someone who is higher than you, then you are implying that he's below or at the same level, which is inappropriate when it is a teacher or your boss. For example, 先生が俺に手伝ってもらった。A teacher was so lucky to receive help from me. Lucky him. That is kind of inappropriate, and you don't want to use it because the people then won't like you, especially the teacher. That is everything for this video. If you haven't saw ageru, kureru, and morau video, you can go watch it now to understand better and to understand situations when you can use these. If you like my content, you can subscribe to my channel or you can join my community, and goodbye.